Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka could be headed back to Azimio la Umoja One Kenya team after lawmakers and aspirants allied to him voted to convince him to vacate his presidential bid in favour of ODM chief Raila Odinga. The Wiper stalwarts, however, demanded what they termed fresh and structured negotiations between Musyoka and Odinga, with specific allocation of government share to Wiper as a key member of the Azimio coalition. And as Francis Gachuri now reports, the Wiper brigade from Musyoka's lower eastern backyard is singing a very similar tune to that of Ukambani professionals and clergy in what sources say is a culmination of behind-the-scene intrigues spearheaded by President Uhuru Kenyatta to woo back the former vice president.
Ukambani region parliamentarians and aspirants eyeing various elective seats in the August polls converged at Stony Earth in Machakos County to deliberate on Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka's political destiny 77 days to the State House contest. The meeting staged exactly a week after Musyoka stormed out of the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition party and declared his presidential bid. Musyoka, angered by Azimio la Umoja flag bearer Raila Odinga's decision to name Martha Karua as his running mate and discarding the ticket, the trend in the 2013 and 2017 presidential races.
We have agreed to go our separate ways and compare notes as we move. There's no hostility here. This is brotherly contest and others. But as we move on, we'll keep reviewing our position.
Musyoka's allies petitioning him to reconsider his solo run under Wiper.
We all know that the position of President and Deputy are off the table under Azimio One Kenya Alliance. That we are aware. But what we are saying is that there could be other ways by which this party can participate fully in government, even outside those two positions. That is what we want to know. What is in need for Wiper democratic movement? Not our party leader, and I want that to be clear. Because people have made it look like it's a Kalonzo issue. It is not.
On Monday, while unveiling Karua as his running mate, Odinga allocated Musyoka the position of Chief Cabinet Secretary with powers to supervise and coordinate government affairs. Musyoka is yet to address himself to the allocated position a week later.
One of the reasons why we are disappointed and why we were disappointed and said we are going to go all the way to the ballot is because there was no structured discussion. There was no discussions about how political party positions would be shared. There was no discussion about positions. The only position we as a party had talked about was only the position of deputy president. So when a position was mentioned to us through the media, and we heard that we had been offered a position of cabinet secretary, I think that was called chief, we didn't understand what that means.
With the August State House contest termed a two-horse race between Odinga flying the Azimio ticket and Deputy President William Ruto under the Kenya Kwanza banner, Wiper leaders present at the Stony Earth session voted to petition Musyoka's return to Azimio, but on condition.
We hope that the principals under the coalition of Azimio One Kenya can sit together and be able to put in paper, pen and paper, all those things that they wish that this party could be able to know, so that we can be able to advise our party leader accordingly, and so that we can make the next course of action.
We still have some window to negotiate between now and the 30th, that what belongs to us as the party, what percentage of the government are we expecting or are we supposed to get, because we cannot be in a government where we don't have stakes.
Last Friday, professionals from Musyoka's Ukambani backyard, among them his close allies such as Kenya Medical Practitioners Board CEO Daniel Yumbia, former Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission Chairman Mumo Matemu, and former envoy Koki Muli, urged him to shelve his State House bid and back Odinga to avoid a runoff. Similar calls made by a group of church leaders. The Wiper party has close to 600 aspirants eyeing various elective seats in August, among them 126 parliamentary contenders, 11 gubernatorial contestants, and 400 in the MCA's race. Some aspirants claiming to have been jolted by Musyoka's sudden political shift.
Ata kesho tutaweka other posters the day after tomorrow, the day after next week. For these remaining 2 months, we'll change day after the other the posters. So we have no problem with that.
You have seen more than 400 aspirants here. Have you heard anyone complaining, oh, printed posters. That's propaganda. I mean, and we know who is generating it, and we'll meet with him on the ground, and he'll find it very difficult to deal with Wiper.
Musyoka is out of the country and is expected back in the country over the weekend to determine with finality whether he will be in the August presidential race. Francis Gachuri, Citizen TV.